Hey, today we're gonna make our chocolate cake.
Yeah.
We've made this cake a lot of times, probably a lot of you. If you've ever gotten a cake from me or had cake that I've served at different events, then this is probably it. And a lot of people think that it's super fancy, but it's not. These are the ingredients, and it's not hard to make at all. And literally you just measure everything out, dump it in the bowl, whip it up, and put it in the pans. So we're gonna go ahead and do that.
I dump the whole thing?
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and put the pudding mix. It's just a regular chocolate pudding mix. I don't use the sugar-free. And then a chocolate cake mix. I happen to have the Devil's Food, and that's the one I use the most. And then a container of sour cream. I developed this recipe when I was on the ship because I hated bringing all of the ingredients down to the galley to cook. So I figured out this, and it was so good. Okay, crack some eggs.
Okay, and then just put the whole thing in?
Mm-hmm, put the eggs in.
Is that for
3
the shell?
eggs. Yeah, we don't want the shell. Good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then it's a half a cup of water, and then I always add a tablespoon of espresso powder, makes the chocolate taste better, and then 1/3 of a cup of oil. That's it.
Yeah.
This is like a quick cake hack.
Yeah, it is, and it's delicious. I've been asked if it was from like bakeries and I make a homemade chocolate cake too. But like I said before, I just figured out that this is actually so good. And you can have so many different variations. Sometimes I add different chips, or I mean, you can always change up your frosting. My most requested is the chocolate cake with peanut butter frosting, which is what I'm making for a birthday cake today.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Titus, go ahead and put that on the stand mixer and whiz it up.
Wait till she gets it down so you can lock it in.
There you go.
There you go.
Let it whiz.
Like this?
Yeah. Is it combined, Titus?
No. Maybe now.
It's getting there. Here, give it a big old whirl
Yeah,
and scrape down the sides.
So what's going on with that t-shirt, Stephanie?
Salty like normal saline.
Is that like a nurse thing?
It is a nurse thing. I may or may not have been called salty before in my life.
Yeah.
Just 0.9%, it's okay. All right. And this batter is really thick, and that's how you get like such a moist cake, because of the sour cream. And it holds up to any frosting. We've made it with like white chocolate peppermint. We've made it with, a lot of times I do like a ganache or a whipped ganache. All right, let's put it in our pans.
Yeah, that looks almost like a brownie mix.
Yeah. Bring it on over here, Titus.
Get the pan sprayed up, ready to go in the oven.
Yep.
This.
Yep. And then we'll grab the scale. There we go. Hold up the bowl. Okay. I've made this cake so many times I know that about half of it's like 17.
ounces.
Yes. Let's see.
Titus, you want to be part of the process because you know that if you help with the process, you get the taste test.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right, let's get the spreader, the small cake spreader, and even this out.
Okay. Cake spreader.
The little one.
Yeah.
There it is.
Not the huge one.
That's right.
And we just.
Flatten it out.
Flatten it out, Titus. Come on, man. You got it, brother. And would you preheat the oven?
350.
350 Fahrenheit.
Like this?
Yep. That cooks for about 26 minutes.
26 minutes?
Yeah. In our oven.
Yeah, we got an electric convection.
You wanna do it?
Perfect. It looks good.
Yeah.
I just do it in like, I roll it on the side like that so you can flatten it out without getting a bunch of batter up the sides, because then that just cause crusties.
Crusties.
And then it's more difficult to get the cake out of the pan.
Yeah, and them thin crusties blacken up.
Okay. Okay.
All right, we'll be back in about, what, 25, 26 minutes, did
Yeah.
you say?
That's right.
Check on the cakes, see how they came out, and get them to start cooling down. Hopefully my wife won't be too salty during that time. Voila!
It's really hot.
Oh yeah! Look at that! Perfectamundo! Gotta go 2 for 2, baby.
Yeah. These cakes always flip out like this.
Oh yeah! Woo! How long do you let them cool down?
Until they're completely cool. It takes about an hour.
Takes about an hour.
Yeah.
And do you put them in the freezer or the refrigerator at all?
Yeah, I usually put them in the freezer and then I frost them when they're frozen. I let them cool down till they're warm enough to be able to handle, and then I put them in the freezer because then that locks in all the moisture, and they're just, then that just makes them that much softer and good. And
Alright. And we'll come back later to check out how she does the frosting. Then we'll finish up with the cake. Oh yeah, that's looking pretty good.
all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and make the peanut butter frosting. It's really simple. I just have a tape or a stick of butter that is supposed to be at room temperature, and then we will do 1 cup of peanut butter. All right, almost there. I usually err on like more peanut butter than less. So if this jar is almost finished anyway, so I'll just finish it up. So I like a lot of peanut butter in my frosting. I want it to taste like it.
Do you need help or you got it?
Sure. Do you want to dig it out?
Or I can hold the container,
Here,
whatever
you
you
can dig it out.
Okay.
And then
So we're basically finishing off the jar, eyeballing out a cup of peanut butter to go our stick of butter.
it happens, Titus. It's okay. You can just go wash your hands. You can put all that stuff in the sink.
But lick all your fingers off, then wash your hands. Oh, I see you doing it anyway. Alright, how much vanilla did you put in there, baby?
A tablespoon.
Alright.
Alright, the rest of the peanut butter. So that's probably like a cup and a quarter maybe.
Okay.
And we'll let this combine. And then we'll add the powdered sugar in and hopefully not turn our kitchen into a powder mess.
We don't want that, do
Don't
we?
forget to put your lock on.
Okay. Okay. Now we can add a cup of the powdered sugar. We want to try not to do it all at once.
Do you want me to help?
Sure.
I'll hold the cup.
Okay. Okay. Put that in, and then when we turn it on, Titus, just make sure that you turn it on low.
Oh yeah, or you'll be covered with that.
Yeah.
You'll be looking like Casper.
Who's Casper?
Who's Casper? Casper the ghost.
The
I
friendly
want to
ghost.
be a powdered child or something.
All right.
Powdered donut.
It's not gonna work.
And then we can slowly add the second cup. And it'll get really thick, and then you can add just a little bit of milk to thin it out to the consistency that you like. It needs to be spreadable, but not loose.
Well, try to get it spreadable, but it's all in the
Okay, we'll add a little bit. You can do it by tablespoon, but we can just add a little bit. It's probably a tablespoon. And then pump it up a little bit, Titus.
Oh, pump it up. A little higher, good.
Pump up the jam. Pump it
A little bit higher.
Kick it, Titus.
Okay.
That's getting there. I'm gonna add a little bit more milk.
Go for it.
Whoa!
I said go for it.
All right, I think that's good.
Okay.
Now we're all set except for assembling the cake, right?
Yep.
Let me get a close shot of that. Oh yeah, it's looking pretty good, smooth and spreadable. Ah yeah! Gonna make the cake time, baby.
That's right. Unwrap these cake layers. These aren't 100% frozen, but it'll work.
It'll work for now, huh? Gotta get it done.
Yeah, this cake is really forgiving. It's pretty substantial, so you can move it around and it's not going to fall apart. So this is my middle layer. I'm not a professional cake icer in any regards, but we can get it frosted, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. That's alright. Can always have that delicious rustic look.
That's right.
Is that what they call it for food? Rustic?
Yeah, rustic. Then this, basically you just put the rest of the frosting on the top and then spread it down the sides. And usually for birthday parties or whatever, then I add like mini Reese's cups.
Yeah. You can also send your kids to bed so you don't have little fingerprints in your frosting.
That's right. All right. Start there. around the sides and then get it around. I don't mind the bareness in the bottom or whatever. I think that's really popular right now. A naked cake.
Naked cake.
It's just like slightly frosted. And this frosting is really rich, having the butter and the peanut butter in it. So you don't need a ton.
Rich and delicious.
Super creamy. It is. This and the Heath Bar variety are the two favorites. At work, everybody likes the Heath Bar one. Where I fill it with caramel that I make, and then I add Heath Bar pieces, or I make a ganache. Sometimes whipped, sometimes dripped, and then top it with Heath Bar pieces. The ladies at work go crazy over that.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it sure does.
Just like it is.
Okay. Should we do a taste test?
Oh yeah.
What? You gonna let them have a taste test?
Yeah.
We need to put them to bed.
No. Taste test on what? Taste test.
Oh no!
Somebody heard a taste test.
Ezra heard something about a taste test and he come running.
Okay.
Taste test on what? Olives. Ooh, can I have a taste of the cake?
Well, this is what we're gonna do. We'll cut one piece of cake, and then you guys, we can all take a bite out of it and share it.
Can I take the first bite, please, 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 oh please? You don't even. I'll go get the forks.
First piece is always hardest. There
I
we
was
go.
gonna say that peanut butter's probably.
Like normally I would have it refrigerated for a while beforehand, but
It's go time.
It's go time.
Sorry, Mom.
see
Ezra,
the layers.
Ezra,
Yeah.
try to taste it while you're eating so fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's part of the whole experience is getting the good taste, buddy.
You get the chocolate, the peanut
Oh
butter,
yeah, that's nice and rich.
crunchy and some milk. Yeah. That's it. We're good.
That's our chocolate peanut butter cake.
Yes,
We hope you
delicious.
enjoy it. Make this cake and everybody will think you got it at a bakery. I promise.